Hey everybody, happy TNG Tuesday. It's Gianna, and this is part 2 of my 3-part photo diary from Disney Cruise Line. So if you haven't watched part 1 yet, go ahead and watch that. And where we left off on part 1, I was going to Palo dinner, and it was early November. So we're gonna continue on from there and move on with my time on cruise line. So here we go. So after that Palo dinner, we just had like a cute little photo shoot. Said I had like a nice camera, so she took us down to the atrium and we took pictures by the Christmas tree. The Christmas decorations had just gone up that cruise because it was November 10th and the Very Merry Time Christmas cruises started, so we were just kind of enjoying all of the decorations. It was making us feel very in the holiday spirit, so we were just enjoying those moments, taking some cute pictures together. This is just like a picture of me when I was seasick one night and I was just like not having it, but I was like feeling my look, so that's that. That's my cabin. These pictures are from when Shannon came to visit. I signed Shannon on during a port day, so she came down with her mom. It was so exciting because she got to see all the Christmas decorations, and we went up to Vanellope's and we got Christmas cupcakes and ice cream, and we got to hang out all afternoon and go to Cabanas. It was so fun. I also got to show her the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and where I worked and everything. Even though she's seen it before, it was cool to like be in there when I wasn't working. So on cruise line, there are many opportunities for you to do volunteers, like how you can do it in Disney World and Disneyland, and that's just basically a Disney volunteer program. We did one. It was open to all cruise ship wide, and you get to like make an outfit for a stuffed bear, and then it went to, I believe, the Children of Nassau, which was cool because we spend so much time there, so like it's nice that we got to do that. All of the other volunteer opportunities were more like we get off the boat and stuff, but they don't give you time off work for that, so I was always working during them, and I was really excited that one night, it was at midnight, we can go do the outfits for the bears, and it was a lot of fun. Being a fairy godmother, I got 2 late starts a month. So I would get a 2 o'clock start on a Nassau day and a 2 o'clock start on a Castaway day. So these pictures are from one of my 2 o'clock Nassau start days. And I went to this place called Grey Cliffs with one of the fairies. And it's basically just this like old mansion type deal. And there's like a restaurant inside. It's not like very bougie or anything, but the pool's kind of nice. So you can go back there. It's like $35 to get in, but you can spend $25 of that on food. So we went back there and swam all day, and we got pizza, and there were cats. It was pretty cool. It was nice to be off the ship for a day and do something like normal and eat food. And they had Wi-Fi back there, so everything was all good. They had a lot of crew activities for us, which was nice. Every week there was a crew navigator that came out, and there would be fun stuff to do like all week long. Some stuff you couldn't do because you were working, but there were free Mickey bars one day, which was really exciting, up on deck 14. And during days like that where there's like free Mickey bars or free smoothies, they would only come up like once or twice a month. And our manager, who rocked, would give us an extra 20-minute break so that we could rotate and go up during like our slow patches in the day, rotate and go up and get our Mickey bars. So me and Amanda went up to get our Mickey bars, and they were all out. So we just took that opportunity to take some cute pictures in our Pirate Night outfits. So these pictures are from my 2 o'clock Castaway start. When I first started up in the boutique, I was so excited. These are like some of my first days in the boutique. These are some of my first 2 o'clock starts because the shop's schedule that I had been working on for 4 weeks was a totally different schedule. So this was my first time up in the boutique with these girls, and I really wanted to make friends and I really wanted to do stuff. So that's why I went to Grey Cliffs right away, and then my first 2 o'clock start on Castaway, I decided I really wanted to do port adventures. Crew members are allowed to do port adventures as long as there's room for us. We got to go do the excursion where we pet the, I was always calling them gray ravioli because that's what they look like. The rays, like the stingrays. Me and Amanda went off in Castaway in our 2 o'clock start, and it was so fun. We went to Crew Beach and we took some pictures, and we went to pet some stingrays. We got to feed stingrays and swim with them. It was really cool. Also at this time it was Christmas on Castaway as well, even though it was still November, and I have never seen Christmas decorations on Castaway, so I was really excited about that, so I made sure to get some pictures in front of the tree. So I have literally the best friends ever, and this is right before Thanksgiving. My old roommate from my college program, Christy, and 2 of my co-workers from the circus, Casey and Shannon, came to visit me on the ship. I signed them on and we had so much fun all a port day afternoon. We went up to Vanellope's, we went to Cabanas, we got to eat. Casey, Shannon, and I cruised on the Dream before all together, so we took a picture in front of our stateroom door. So one of the cool perks about being a yellow stripe, which was the ranking that I was like not the highest, but I wasn't the lowest. So being a yellow stripe, as all fairies are, I got a cleaning service. Somebody would come to my cabin and clean once a week. Here's a picture of my cabin looking super clean and my bed looking like very pristine. It was really hard to like make the bed because you can't even sit up in the bed because there's the top bunk above you. You can't even put your arms all the way up if you're laying down. So like to get in there and do everything, it's quite a task. So something so exciting during my time on Disney Cruise Line was that the Dream docked next to the Disney Magic, which was so exciting. Unfortunately, this wasn't one of the days of my 2 o'clock start, but I wasn't gonna miss going on the Magic because as a crew member, we can go to the other ship and like walk on and see it. And I've been on the Magic, but to be like a crew member and be able to see their I-95 and everything backstage and underneath where all the guests can't go, I like really wanted to see that. So I decided, me and my friend Amanda, during our 1 hour lunch break, we were gonna run downstairs to our cabins, change our clothes really fast, run off the boat across the dock to the Magic, get on the Magic, run around and see as much of it as we could, eat in their crew mess, and then run back to our ship just in time for our lunch break to be over. So fortunately, our manager said that we didn't need to change our costumes. We found out later that we really should have, and we got in a little bit of trouble for that, but he was just misinformed, which was so awesome because we got so many photo ops on the Magic in our fairy costumes. I had just earned my ears, so I got to take a little boomerang of me pulling my tag off, which was so cool. So here are some pictures of us running on our 1 hour lunch break to the Magic to see it. It was so cool to see one ship from the other ship, like standing on deck 11 and looking at the Magic was so cool. We got to go up into their Bippity Boppity Boutique, which is much smaller. It's 4 chairs as opposed to our 7, and the layout is much different. And to meet one of the pirates from the Pirate League. So on midnight, the night before Thanksgiving, they had a photo op for us with Mickey and Minnie. It was for crew members only. Amanda and I got our break together on Thanksgiving Day, so we got to eat Thanksgiving enhanced dinner together. And we got sorbet and like all these other things that we normally don't get in the mess. It's not that the food was good, but it was better than what we normally got to eat in the mess, if that makes any sense. This is a picture of Sin and Cody and I sitting in the hallway outside of their room. one night. They are entertainment, so they got to live in the forward on deck 4. So they were like totally opposite side of the boat from me. So I would go there at night and hang out with them. So the day after Thanksgiving was a port day, and this was the first time that I was brave enough to venture out on my 4-hour break, drive an hour to Orlando, stay there for about an hour and a half, and then drive an hour back to make sure I got back to the boat before crew all aboard. On port days, we work in the morning from 7 a.m. until whenever our work is done, and then we have a break until 3. If we're not back on the boat at 3, we get fired. So this was like really ballsy, and nobody would come with me because they're like, you're totally gonna get fired. I walked back on the boat that day at 2:59. It was like perfect timing, but I went to Magic Kingdom with Christy and we had so much fun. I felt so normal again for once, and it was just such a good feeling. We went to Chef Mickey's. Mickey and Minnie were so excited when I told them that I worked on the Disney Dream, and they knew sail away, so they were showing me how they do sail away. Then I headed right back to the ship. Soon after we docked with the Magic, we got to dock with the Wonder, and I did have a 2 o'clock start that day, so I went ahead and took my time exploring the Wonder. And the Wonder and the Magic are much smaller than the Dream and the Fantasy, and since I worked on the Dream, my I-95 was a lot nicer than the I-95 on the Magic and the Wonder. Their I-95 was so scary. I could not ever imagine working on one of their ships, but they get better ports, so it's really like a toss-up. So if you remember Heath from our Traditions group, he is in the first photo diary video. I hadn't seen him, at this point now it's the beginning of December, so I hadn't seen him since he got on Castaway at the end of October. So we had messaged and met up, and he came on the ship, and I went off on Castaway, and we had a really fun day drinking smoothies together, hanging out. Pretty much every day after work I would do something, because it makes you feel like a little more normal. You have to kind of have a social life or kind of do something to make yourself feel a little better and make yourself not feel like you're stuck in Groundhog Day every single day. So a lot of the times the girls and I would go up to Vanellope's. So here's a night shot of the Dream, and then my very favorite crew member ever. She was so sweet to me. So the great thing about the Very Merry Christmas cruises is that there were so many Christmas things happening in the atrium. There were Christmas shows where Anna and Elsa light the tree and then it snows. Mrs. Claus would read books to the children in the atrium, and the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is right above the atrium. So we can open our doors and see this stuff all day long. But one night I got off early enough and I got to go see the Christmas tree lighting with Anna and Elsa and the snow in the atrium. So we get recognition if we do some good stuff or if as a team reaches a goal. So during December we got recognition and we all won a Palo dinner or brunch. So Vivi, Steffi, and I all got to go to Palo dinner together. Can you keep singing? And of course, no Palo dinner would be complete after you're all like bougie and like gussied up. You're gonna go down to the atrium and take a photo shoot because that's just what we do. Every night there's like live entertainment, some music in the atrium. And since the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique is above the atrium, we always got to see it. And Vivi and I used to love to like sing, and we would like wave to them on stage. So this night, since we were down there, we were on stage just like rocking out. It was kind of funny.
And I need you now. I'm the chorus. I can do without, baby, I need you. Oh,
no. So about midway through December, we got to have a photo opportunity with the Fabulous Five, all in their Christmas wear, which was literally so cool. For crew members only, of course. So I just added these pictures of me like in my work attire because I just want to like remind everybody that it's not all fun all the time and it's work every day. But I loved my Pirates Night costume so much. I thought it was so cute, and I loved wearing like the red lipstick and like playing the part. It was so fun. For Christmas, we got to take a big picture all together, all of retail on the Disney Dream. So the fairies got to dress in their fairy costumes, and the shops got to dress in their shops costumes, and all of our managers came. We were all together on the staircase of the Disney Dream, and then we got photo prints for our Christmas gift, which was so nice.
This bitch is stupid. I can't stand this bitch with all her brother and her co-workers. Look at that.
So finally, my mom and my brother came to visit me on the ship on December 15th, so right before Christmas. Unfortunately, our trip was not as fun as we thought it would be, because when my mom and brother got to the ship, we got news that the dog that I've had since I was 7 years old had passed away. So there was just like a lot of crying and sadness. Once I was on the ship, my emotions kind of like shut off, because you're in, I don't know if it's like you're in survival mode or like what the deal is, but like I didn't really feel much. And when I found out that my dog died, I didn't really react too much. Now I feel it like a lot more every day, and it's so sad, and I like love my dog so much, and it was really probably one of like the hardest things I ever had to do, because I wasn't home, so I couldn't even deal with it. But it was different not being home. So my mom literally found out that news as she was boarding the ship. She didn't want to stay on the cruise. She wanted to go home, but she stayed and she toughed it out. That night she came up to the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique with a bag in her hand, and she said that my trainer from Down in Shops had bought me something. And I opened it up, and she bought me the little Alebrijo Dante, because we were all obsessed with the movie at the time, and she's like, well, now he'll be with you forever because he's your little Alebrijo now. That was just like so nice to know that I just had like the support of everybody on the ship, that like Sophia, love her to death, like was looking out for me and thinking of me. Like that meant a lot, because it was like really not fun. So we tried to have a good time despite the terrible news, and here are a couple extra pictures from when my mom came to visit. Joey came to visit me in the Pirates League and got a pirate transformation, and that video is actually out on my channel, so I will link it down below if you want to see his full transformation. It's so funny. So we're ending here right before Christmas. My next video will cover all of that. Part 3, look out for it next Tuesday. I'm so excited to share these with you guys, because I think they're just like so personal, and you can really see like everything that went on in Cruise Line and everything that I haven't shared with everybody yet. So it's really cool for me to just put this out there, and I appreciate you guys for supporting and watching. If you like this style of video, please give me a thumbs up. There are plenty more Cruise Line videos coming. I have a lot more to say, so Thank you so much for watching. Happy TNG Tuesday. I will see you soon. Bye.